Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Coffee Break, and welcome back to the CoffeeCast Reddit CastIt edition, where today I will be bringing you a Diamond vs. Diamond PvT. On the top right-hand side, oh my gosh, that name's awesome. On the top right-hand side, I don't know if it actually stands for this, but I'm going to go ahead and call him this anyways. We have PBNinja as our red Terran player. And let's be honest, anytime you see the two letters P and B together, it's always peanut butter, so he is the PBNinja. And on the lower left-hand side, we have our blue Protoss player, PurpleTurtle. Oh my gosh, both these names are great. This is going to be a fun game to cast just because of the freaking names. We are going to be on merry-go-round. Our Terran player is going to be spawning in the 1 o'clock. PurpleTurtle, the Protoss PurpleTurtle, the Protoss player, will be at the 6 o'clock position. You know, this might be harder than I originally thought. So, Protoss vs. Terran is kind of in a state of change, I will say, for the Protoss side of things at least, where a lot of the time we were seeing for a little bit there oh my gosh, my little scroll thing is not working that well. I'm using a new mouse right now as well, by the way, because my old mouse was having this really weird issue with being able to scroll. My mouse would get stuck on the right hand side of the screen, so some of my scrolls are off. I apologize in advance. Where Protoss players, originally they were going for those 2 to 4 Colossus and then stopping and switching over into Templar tech, and that's been going on for a very, very long time. But now we're seeing some Protoss players actually favoring skipping out on the Colossus entirely and just going straight into a Twilight Council, getting a lot of charge lots with that +1 armor very, very fast, and then moving into a really heavy charge lot Templar style, which, personally speaking, I love Templar play. That's my personal play style as well, and it's a lot of fun. So, I don't know where PurpleTurtle is going to be going with this. That's very much so a 2-base strategy, obviously. Pretty much all PvT strategies are 2-base. So, we'll have to see how things shape up in the next few minutes here. We still have some time. Just mining, they just mined that 100 grass. Very nice. Kind of like a Zerg-esque almost opening, where you get that 100 for metabolic boost. Just getting that 100 gas. We have 50 extra sitting here. I can only imagine that's for a reactor on that barracks out now that we have that command center down. Reaper going across the map. We know where our opponent is. There's a lot of SCVs. There are 3 SCVs out on the map right now. Oh my goodness. I think that might have been a little bit of a mismarker. I think 2 of them might have been chasing that probe for a while, and then one of them was out to scout. So a little bit of lost mining time gives PurpleTurtle perhaps a slight advantage in this early game, and this Reaper is very, very quickly losing his window of opportunity. Could have actually potentially done some damage there, but the Mothership Core actually almost out now, so that Reaper really not going to be able to do too terribly much damage. Ooh, no, nice little bit of micro. It does stop 1 probe from going down. Pulls a lot of probes to try to stop that Reaper from doing anything and force him out. Maybe a little bit of an overreaction by PurpleTurtle, I feel, but probably not the biggest thing in the world, especially considering he had at least a 3-worker advantage for quite some time there. That natural expansion for PurpleTurtle is, well, actually pretty much on par with PBNinja's. Reaper's still going to be a little bit of a pest coming back in here, and oh, is he going to be able to get a probe this time? Does bring the shield down on 1. Oh, he might actually end up sacrificing the Reaper. The Reaper does die. Sleeper Cells and I adamantly believe that Reapers cannot die, but I suppose that right there proves us wrong. Natural expansion is done now for PBNinja up on that top right-hand side. So, going to be starting up that double SCV production, double probe production going to be en route as well now. So, what exactly are we doing here for these two players? Well, right now, we're getting a nice little flood of gateways. This kind of makes me believe... This is my initial thought that we're going to be going in towards that Zealot style, because we have the extra gateways. We don't have that next gas quite yet. You don't need to take your second gas and your third gas super quickly with this strategy, unless you're going for the really, really fast upgrades. He might also just be going for a bit of a timing attack here with some Stalkers and Zealots up in the front. Some 4-gate, are we on 4-gate pressure right now? Yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing 4-gate pressure here. And without that second gas, that really leads me to believe that transition is going to be up into that Twilight tech. PBNinja, he does have a couple of barracks down now, just 1 completely finished, the other one trying to add on a tech lab, which actually is not that good right now because he needs units like right freaking now, going for a very fast +1 upgrade. But we're going to be able to see if he's going to be able to hold this off right now. With this bunker in place, I think he's going to be just fine with a little bit of repair. The sentries are going to be forced to use their energy surrounding that bunker with force fields. In fact, only only, what, 3 sentries here? This actually is not going to be a very potent attack, using up 1 sentry's energy with that Guardian Shield, moving up that ramp. 1 Force Shield goes down, 2 Force Shields go down, not exactly in the best spot. That bunker is going to go down, I think. Yes, the SCVs, they're not there to repair in time. The Zealots up on top of those Marines, up on top of those SCVs, not ever a good situation there. Zealots doing a lot of work there. Marines coming out of that barracks. Oh gosh, they're trapped on the ramp. The supply depot wall is up, and more SCVs are being pulled off the line. I think this natural is going to have to be sacked. He's going to have to lift off, unless PurpleTurtle just decides that he's not going to want to do this. Pulling all the SCVs off of the line right there, that's actually a big bit of economic damage. Getting the SCVs that were at the natural and up in that main base mining so long, or they stopped mining so long, I should say. Not a good situation, and actually that is the exact damage that PurpleTurtle needed to do, because he was behind for a little bit on that worker count. That just evened it up just a little bit there, and that's going to actually allow us to go into a fairly normal game here. Twilight Council is down, that Forge is down, so once again I think that we are going to be doing that, unless he's going into that Dark Shrine, try to get a little bit of extra damage done. But with that Engineering Bay down, I think the amount of damage that a Dark Shrine could inflict would be limited, especially a lot of Terran players just preemptively put a turret right at the front right here. It stops observers from getting in, obviously stops Dark Templar as well, and there's the missile turret. So Dark Templar are negated, getting 3 additional gateways, so we're not going to see a stop to this pressure anytime soon. Could potentially, with that +1 weapons, be seeing a blink play as well, because generally you're not going to get the armor upgrade if you're going for Stalkers. Running back up the ramp once again. Not really much here. Oh, he does not want to engage that. Does lose a Zealot for his troubles. I'm a little surprised to see the +1 weapons in conjunction with charge. What I was trying to say before that engagement began was, generally, if you're seeing the weapons upgrade, you're going to see Stalkers come onto the field. If you see the armor upgrade, you're going to be seeing a lot of Zealots on the field. The reason being, Stalkers generally are going to blink back and out of the way. If you're going for that armor upgrade, then, you know, once the shields are going down, that's only when you blink them back, so the armor upgrade really doesn't do much for them. And the Zealots just benefit so much from the armor. I mean, 100 of their HP comes from the health directly, so the armor upgrade can be very, very useful. I don't necessarily agree with this setup that he's going with right now, especially with a lot of bio on that ramp there. This is not going to work at all. 2 bunkers up on top of that ramp with a lot of Marines and a couple of Marauders as well. Immediately push back and needs to be very careful. Oh, bad Force Shields going down there. Do not trap the bio down on that ramp, which is what he was going for, and he lost all of his Zealots for the effort. And I think that for the moment, PBNinja is in a slightly better position. That being said, a 3rd base is almost finished now for PurpleTurtle. That's going to give him a very nice economic advantage in about a minute and a half once he really starts getting the pro production ramped up at these bases. Back home, we're seeing a Stargate go down out of all things. I'm not exactly certain what the purpose of the Stargate is, but also a Templar Archives. Getting those Storm Templar out on the map, going to be very effective versus the Bion. Getting the robotics facility as well. Just laying down a little bit of everything. I think that he doesn't know what his opponent's going for exactly. I mean, obviously there's a lot of bio on the field, but I don't think that he's really making the tech choice that he needs to make right now. Currently, PBNinja is just a little bit ahead in the upgrades at the 1-1, but PurpleTurtle is going to be taking that advantage very soon with his +2 weapons on the way and the +1 armor. So I feel like PBNinja needs to do some damage now. And if he lets his game go on for even a couple of more minutes, he's going to find himself at a pretty bad deficit here. We do have triple pro production right now. The 3rd command center is on the way. A scan goes down. It looks like the natural. Right now, PurpleTurtle really does not have much of an army supply. He's sitting at just 32, and it's just charge lots and a couple of sentries here versus a nasty-looking bio army. Is Stim done? It should be. Stim is done. Combat shields as well. No concuts the shields, but that's not a big deal as there are only 3 or 4 Marauders in this engagement. Going to be engaging right in front here. A couple of Archons in the mix. Going to do a lot of work, though. It was a great addition right before this battle began, and PurpleTurtle is actually going to win that hands down with the help of the Archons. Just completely slaughters that bio army, and PBNinja is forced to boost on out of there. 4 medevacs and just about no bio. Couple of Widow Mines coming onto the map as well. That could be fairly effective. He is going to need those for defense. Great when you're going against small numbers in the army of the Protoss player. Very, very good when you're going up against Zealots and Sentries, especially the Sentries up on top. They just don't have that much health. They get wrecked so fast. Zealots, it's pretty much equivalent in small numbers to EMPs, actually. So I think that a few Widow Mines is good. I hope that he does not overmake Widow Mines. Oh, Bio Army getting a little bit adventurous there. I don't know. I think it's looking kind of bad here for PBNinja. Those Widow Mine shots are going to have to be on par, and considering that you cannot micro those, that could be a little bit difficult. That command center is up in the air right now, so no third base yet for PBNinja. Third base very well established. Just a quick look over here, we see that we have a pretty good probe count on this base, but these gases are not saturated yet, and that's really what PurpleTurtle needs right now. So one Zilla does run up that ramp, is taken out by that Widow Mine, or something got hit by the Widow Mine. I'm not certain what happened there. Sending hallucinations up actually to trigger the Widow Mines. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that. Now it looks like he's ready to run up the ramp, but two more Widow Mines all on top of that ramp. What are they going to be hitting though? Oh, doing a lot of damage to the Zealots at the top of the ramp, charging up there. Only 2 Archons remain for the meat of this army. Sentries are exposed there, and the Bio Army stemming up, trying to run down that ramp, and force fields do stop the Bio Army from pursuing that Archon. Oh my gosh, 10 health and 10 shields left. I bet Ninja would have loved to take that out. Now, no third base is established yet for PBNinja, but he does have quite a big advantage. A 4 Zealot drop is going to be going up into the main base. We do have a couple of Storm Templar up here as well, just outside of the range of that scan. That War Prism is going to be dropping down to the main base. I would love to see the army try to go up this main ramp once again. It looks like they are going to be doing just that. That War Prism is cleaned up, but here comes the army up the ramp. But those Widow Mines doing so much damage, absolutely annihilating the units there for PurpleTurtle. Ninja taking a huge supply lead, and PurpleTurtle needs to fall back home and try to fall back on to his macro advantage right now, his economic advantage. We look over that upgrade tab. We are at 1-1 versus the 2-1 of PurpleTurtle right now, so a very slight advantage there. That level 2 armor just about to finish up. That's going to be a big help when it comes to the Zealots trying to run up and engage. So many Widow Mines though. I don't know if PurpleTurtle has anything to do with deal with these Widow Mines. He needs a lot of Stormmen. He needs it now. He needs a lot of Zealots, and a few Archons at the front wouldn't hurt anything either. Currently, economics, we have 74 Harvesters over 65 in favor of our Terran player, who is just now getting his third base, but his main base so close to being mined out. We can see that economic advantage in the Harvester count, at least, and not really doing anything for him right now, as he's done just 5 mineral patches in the main, and it looks like 36 workers in here, not even mining all his gas. This probably got pulled off during that War Prism harassment and never really got resaturated properly. PBNinja is moving out right now, though. This third base very exposed. I think PurpleTurtle is just going to have to sacrifice it, but that's a lot of Storm right there. If those Storms are on par, he does have a chance here. I just don't know. Widow Mine taking up a position at the bottom of that ramp, trying to run up the ramp. Are they going to get burrows in time? There is no detection here. One good Storm goes down. A couple of Widow Mine shots do manage to take out a couple of the Templar. Couple of Whiff Storms. The Bio running up the ramp. One good one at the top of the ramp there, but I don't think that there's anything left on the field right now for PurpleTurtle. This Bio is so low. 4-down overcharge is activated. So many Marauders in that mix, though, that is going to absolutely wreck that Nexus. Where are the Zealots? Where are the Zealots? We have no Zealots right now. I think that he just ran out of gateways to remacro his army with the medevacs doing their work up high, really helping replenish that Marauder's health. And look at all these gateways not in warp gate form. I think that PurpleTurtle is just dead here. If he'd had those extra gateways at the beginning of this engagement, I think he would have had a chance, but that being said, they were not there. This Bio is very overstimmed. These medevacs very low on health. Even if PurpleTurtle holds off this attack, I think that the advantage just goes so heavily over into PBNinja's favor. That being said, PurpleTurtle does have a slightly bigger bank, slightly easier time remacking that Widow Mine. Ooh, getting a nice shot off there. That does hurt the Bio as well, but we still have a lot of Widow Mines up in here that could do a little bit of damage to this remaining probe line. Quite a few probes left in here. We need to remake that Nexus. Oh, wow, we still have Widow Mines there. Once again, I'm just going to pull it back to this point. There is no detection on the map right now for PurpleTurtle. Just now getting out his Observer a little bit late. They're having to cancel that Nexus. Does still have his third base, but I can only imagine that this big reinforcement of units is going to be the end of this game. Currently, we have PBNinja sitting up at 91 over 48 army supply. Has the worker supply advantage as well. Doesn't have the upgrade advantage, but he just has the unit advantage right now. And sometimes there's only so much that upgrades can do for you. PurpleTurtle, I don't even know if he's going to be able to take out the units at that ramp there. War Prism sitting over this this third base. Not really going to be able to do much right there. This third base is going to die to the Bio as well. PurpleTurtle holding on for dear life is managing to even this out just a little bit. Now noticing that there is no detection on the map really for PBNinja, getting the Dark Shrine down. That's a last ditch effort though, guys, and here comes the Bio running up in here. The production is going to get absolutely wrecked. There's even a couple of Artosis pylons, I think, And I mean, I can't imagine this being anything but over. I mean, at the worst, PBNinja falls back to all of these Widow Mines here. In fact, there we go, unburrowing the Widow Mines, moving them forward a little bit so they just shoot his own bio if the Zealots do get on top of that. And we do have a little bit of a counterattack actually going on right now, but a mass repair on this wall. PBNinja knows that if he just holds this position right here, he's going to be able to win the game. Scans down, sees that there's really not much else there, and is going to consider himself just fine. In the meantime, the attack continues on in PurpleTurtle's main base. No Nexi remain on the map right now, and it finally is out of minerals in the bank. Can't remake another Nexi, so unless he can make something absolutely amazing happen, does manage to clear out a lot of the Widow Mines, for instance, but unless he can make something amazing happen, this is just about over. Zealots do force the liftoff of the third base there. PurpleTurtle has not rebuilt his base, so once again tells the story. 125 over 75 supply right now. Oh my goodness, a massive storm there actually evens out the odds a little bit. And it looks like, oh, PBNinja lost pretty much the majority of his army. Is PurpleTurtle going to be able to pull this out? I think he just might be able to here. And pretty soon we're going to have a 3-3 upgrade advantage over just 1-1, which is going to mean that these Zealots are going to be just about impossible to take out. But there's still so much army up here. All of the SCVs getting pulled off the line as well. These Zealots have to contend with the SCVs, the Widow Mines, and the Marauders in there. Most of the medevacs are dead. Oh no, he needs to wait for his reinforcements here. But the 3-3 Zealots being able to tank so much damage. But you gotta remember, the meat of this army right here is going to be all of those SCVs. There are a few Widow Mines left, a lot of the Zealots, and are there any Storm Templar? There are. Needs to get a couple of very clutch storms. One great storm does go down. Needs to not waste that energy though. Another great storm goes down. I think PurpleTurtle might be doing it here. PBNinja having to fall back up that ramp makes a couple of Archons there that's going to be so difficult to take out. But you gotta remember that even with those 350 shields, there are no shield upgrades. A lot of Widow Mines though still there. I think PBNinja might be able to have enough to pull this out, where he can still mine some resources. He still does have his command centers. And that's going to be it, I think. There's almost nothing left army-wise. That one last Archon falling back. It is 32 to 10 supply, just warping in one additional Templar right there for one last storm. Such a close engagement, but I think in the end the Widow Mines were just a little bit too much, doing a nice little bit of AoE damage. The storms, though, were right on par. One last scan goes down next to that main base. Needs to be careful running up this ramp. Doesn't know what's there, per se. That Templar, not enough energy to storm, and he's going to die before he gets the opportunity to. I think the Archon and the last Templar die at the same time. We are down to just 4 army supply to 30 in favor of PBNinja, and I can't see this game going anywhere else but downhill now for PurpleTurtle. He can't warp in anything to defend. This game is absolutely over. I don't even know where that 4 army supply is. Oh gosh, the 4 army supply is 2 observers and a warp prism, actually. Cybernetic score going to be going down. Right now we're just waiting for PurpleTurtle to leave this game. I think the opening for PurpleTurtle in this game was a little bit off. I'm just going to kind of do the post-game wrap-ups right here. I think the opening was a little bit off. The aggression, I liked the idea of it, but he should have fallen back home as soon as he saw that there were 2 bunkers at the top of that ramp there. That was a little bit dangerous. In fact, I thought that he did a nice little bit of damage at that first attack when he just ran up the ramp and managed to take out the bunker and some SCVs. That was decent. He did all right there. And, oh wait, we do actually have a Nexus. We do have a Nexus on the field. Where the hell did this come from? I don't even know. That must have been where all his resources went. So, I guess I'm doing the wrap-up a little bit too early here because technically PurpleTurtle does still have a chance, but I don't know, there's just so many Widow Mines on this map, and he has to be so careful. Unless the Widow Mines are on move order and he loses some of those, he's gonna lose 1, 2, oh, they burrowed, there's 1 left, there's 1 left, oh, he does manage to hit a couple of Templar with that, but that Widow Mine does eventually die. But I don't know, I think PBNinja might have counted PurpleTurtle out as well. I think he might have thought this game was done. One more, if he can take out all of these Widow Mines, I think that PurpleTurtle might actually have a chance. Holy crap! Holy crap, he might actually be able to do this. Does he have any storms left though right now? He has 1 storm remaining. Oh, gonna drop down in there, isn't he? Oh gosh, that hurts my soul a little bit. That hurts my mortal soul. Running back down there, this Nexus dies. Well, we do actually have enough resources. No, don't attack with the probes. Run with the probes. Run with the probes. There we go. Probes finally going to be escaping. That +3 armor actually helping them quite a bit right now. That Nexus now dropped on shields. I just don't think that there's going to be enough. This is going to be close. That 1 medevac so low on energy. Don't want that picking up anything. And not going to be able to kill that. Feedback hit brings it down to 1 health. There we go. Does manage to take that out. But that Medevac did not have anything in it. Marauder's going to be trying to run home right now. We are at 25 versus 24 supply. I don't know what's going on over here. I mean, there should be some long distance mining or something going on. There we go. One mule being dropped at that base. But this is way closer than it should have been. I feel like PBNinja really should have had this game taken, but PurpleTurtle cannot engage all of these units right here. That's a lot of Marauders. There's a lot of AoE still left on the map right now, and while the supplies may be so low, I mean, you just can't afford to lose that Archon. Oh gosh, dang it. PurpleTurtle so close to that comeback, but not going to be able to do it once again. 75 energy, and does manage to get the storm down, doesn't manage to kill anything with it. That Nexus is trying to be reestablished right now. Nothing back home to defend for PurpleTurtle right now. Could warp in 2 Zealots that actually might be enough to take out this measly force here, as that Medevac is pretty much out of energy right now. Warp Prism is actually trying to go across the map to do a little bit of harassment right now. These 4 bio units. 4 bio units standing here, so low on health that 2 warped in Zealots would be able to kill that off. And where did those get spent? 2 Zealots getting warped in. Alright, so it looks like we do actually have a photon cannon managing to take out 1 unit, managing to take out 2 units. Oh, Ninja, you should not be engaging this, taking out 3 of the units right there. A couple of Zealots warped in. Actually, over here at this command center, going to be doing a little bit of work there. Going to be able to kill off Marine, going to kill off that SCV as well. 14 versus 14 supply at the 30-minute mark, and still anybody's game at this point. This is one of the closest games I have ever had the pleasure to watch right now. 2 more Marines going to go down. Those 3-3 upgrades doing so much work for PurpleTurtle right now. These Marines just cannot kill these Zealots. Another Marauder going to go down to this 1 Zealot left here. He's going to try to run home, but with that stem, not going to make it with the Nexus. Is reestablished now. We're going to be able to start getting some more offensive units back on the field. 10 supply versus 8. 30 minutes into the game. I don't even know what to say about that. We do have 7 Harvesters for PurpleTurtle, which is the advantage over PBNinja, but Ninja, once again, does have those mules. Needs to drop his other orbital so he can get 2 mules going at once. I don't know what's up there. Warp Prism is going to be trying to come back over into the main. We have 1 Zealot loaded up in there. Not going to really be able to do all that much in the main base, though. I don't agree with putting units here. I mean, both players are so low economically that unless you're working actively to kill your opponent's army, doing little drops like this, aren't going to do all that much damage. Well, let's see how this 1 Zealot can fare against the 1-1 bio. Trying to run that Marauder around. A nice little bit of micro. Not going to lose any units. I actually would have loved to see him go for Marine. He would have had a lot better chance to kill that off. And right now, every unit that both of these players lose it's just felt so heavily. Because, I mean, neither player really has the macro to be able to reinitiate an army. Reinitiate, that's not the word I was going for there. I just meant remacro, remake, anything like that. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of these probes actually go into the gas. Because if he can start getting Archons out on the map, Archons are so tanky for that 300 gas that you have to spend on them. It's totally worth it. This pylon up here, I think that he's running up here to be able to take that out. Yeah, he sees it. So every little bit that he can take out right now is going to help him a lot. I don't know how exactly this game is going to play out at this point. The mules in the late game, I should say the mules in this scenario of the late game are very important because it's going to allow PBNinja to get a lot of Marines out on the map really fast. And actually, he's even spending the extra resources right now, that extra 50-50, to get concussive shells out on the map, slow down those charge lots a little bit, which I agree with. I think that is actually a very good use of his resources there, as long as he gets more than 1 Marauder out on the map at some point. I like the bunker here as well. Protect this mineral line. I wouldn't mind a cannon down here if he could somehow manage to afford that. We saw the cannon over here do a lot of damage before it was finally taken out. Warp Prism is still across the map right there, but again, I can't really see that doing all that much. And PurpleTurtle, he's really in a lot of trouble right now. I don't know where he's reestablishing himself. Oh, he's trying to lay down pylons, which, I mean, considering he doesn't even have the resources to use the 3 gateways he currently has powered, I have to say I don't agree with that decision. And I think that that's actually going to be the reason why he loses this game here. I know I've been very critical of PurpleTurtle's play, but he's just been just a little bit behind on decision making, I feel, of his opponent. But PBNinja showing what army he has over here, I think that was a bad move. I think he should have just gone straight into this Nexus here, because now that's giving PurpleTurtle a chance to go, okay, my opponent has units out across the map, he's being aggressive towards me right now, I need to get units out right now. Mothership Core just now getting remade. PBNinja, again, allowing PurpleTurtle to pretty much stall for time just by taking out these buildings over in the natural expansion here. That Mothership Core, if it manages to get 100 energy, then this Nexus will be invulnerable for a short amount of time. There will be nothing that PBNinja can do to break it, pretty much. It looks like Ninja has decided now is going to be the time. Nope, she decided to come up here into the main instead. I feel the Warp Prism would actually be a little bit better served over on the other side of the map here, because it would allow these Zealots to just immediately get up on top of the ramp. Oh man, there's actually going to be a double-pronged attack here. We have some Marines and a couple of Marauders and a couple of Little Mines coming into that only mining base. These Zealots are going to do a little bit of work there, take out a couple of units. Feedback, nice feedback on that medevac, but that means that there's going to be no storm for quite some time. This Nexus under a lot of pressure there. A couple of the Little Mine shots do go off on the probes. Unfortunately, that's not where he wants them right now. Zealots doing a little bit of work. One part of the Bioforce going to be cleaned up. 59 to 31 supply. Where is the rest of the army right now? It got left up in the main base. Oh no, that's such an awful situation. We actually have enough energy for one storm, but that Nexus, I think it's going to fall. I think it's going to go down. Yes, it is. There's no saving that, which means that Photon Overcharge cannot be utilized. Sitting there at now 100 energy, just not getting enough energy. Wants to save that Time Warp, though. That Time Warp going to be so critical. Oh, almost losing that Templar there. Almost losing the Templar to that one prepared Widow Mine. Now there are units streaming across the map right now. This time there really is no resources left. Oh, there we go. There we go. Getting the one storm up before he died. That's a pretty big loss there. Oh, that Mothership core soaking up one of those Widow Mine shots. Can only take one more. But as long as he doesn't lose more units for it, that's worth it. There's still quite a bit of bio out across the map right now for PBNinja. But at this point now, I really can't see PurpleTurtle coming back, especially with those Widow Mines on top of that bunker, killing off the few remaining Zealots. This Mothership core is over here. PurpleTurtle finally does GG. PBNinja able to make a little bit of a comeback at the end of the game there with those mules being able to get a lot of his bio back out and being able to, having two command centers, A, to drop mules, but B, also to double produce SCVs at the end of the game. I think that was really a winning factor there for PBNinja. I wish that we would have been going for more warp-ins by PurpleTurtle rather than trying to repower our structures. I don't know what else to say about the game, honestly, because there was just... This is one of those just such a weird situations that you don't really practice that often unless you're like Stardust or something who always goes into these base trade situations. You just never get a chance to practice those, and I know personally as I will say a lower level player, I'm not even up to these guys as par, but as a lower level player, it's very difficult to know what decisions to make in these situations. You just don't practice it, and I'm sure that repowering these gateways, he was going, okay, long term, this is what I want to do. But if anything, repower the Robo and getting an Immortal out on the field, because Immortals are amazing versus small numbers of bio. They just have so much health. And the shields obviously help a lot against the Marauders with that concussive shell. Alright, that's all I've got to say about this game. You guys already hung in longer than I imagine you would have had to, because that game, reestablishing this Nexus at the third was just crazy. I never saw that coming. This is why I love that I can hide the timer of the game, so I don't know how long these games are going to go, because I thought this game was over at like the 18 or 19 minute mark. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and until next time folks, this is Coffee Break, signing out.